Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. So my brother and I started a college football 26 rebuild. And I know some of y'all gonna hate because in the rebuild, I chose UCLA and he chose Washington. But hear us out. We didn't know that we were gonna be making this YouTube series for one. I mean, I guess I also should have told y'all we're actually at the end of our third season. So yeah, we chose two teams that you can argue are top programs. But let's be for real, when's the last time we've seen UCLA do anything? And both teams actually hired their head coach last year. So like, it ain't too crazy if you ask me. But I'm super excited for y'all to catch up on everything that's been happening in the college football world that we have. And hopefully y'all enjoy this new little series. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. And hit that bell so that you stay notified so you don't miss any new uploads. But without doing too much talking, y'all, man, let's dive right into this thing. Alright, y'all, so I don't have all the clips from my first 3 seasons so far, but I do have a couple. So just to catch y'all up, UCLA started off hot, going 4-0 in the first year. Week 5, we played the #1 team in the nation, Penn State. And it was a hard-fought battle, and we eventually will win this game, marking the first big win in my coaching career. Now, Nico absolutely played amazing all year long. He's a big reason in week 8 we were looking at 7-0, but unfortunately, our dominance would end here. Indiana will put up 17 on us in the first half and would eventually give us our first L of the season. But I mean, the plays that they were making, I mean, this next one right here, this shit was insane. I mean, look at this. I have never seen the AI throw such a perfect pass. Like, I was in shambles. And then the following week, more madness followed as we played Nebraska. And on the last play in regulation, I have no idea how he got to that end zone. Unfortunately, though, we were robbed of this game in like the third overtime. Because I don't know what y'all see right here, but I see ass on grass. So I don't know how they gave that to him for the win. But switching over to Washington, their season definitely looked a lot different than ours. We were definitely a pass-heavy team, where this was more of a heavy run attack. And I mean, with the runs that Jonah Coleman made, I mean, look at this. Oh my Lord. I mean, like, I see why the boy ran the ball so damn much. This man was absolutely disgusting. I mean, by far the best running back in college football this year. Definitely got robbed of the Doak Walker, but I mean, watching this boy run was just a work of art. I mean, the way he hit the gas, the way he juked, and just once he seen the open field, just turned the jets on. Absolutely amazing. I mean, he was definitely the backbone of this Husky offense. But I mean, they needed him to run like this, because once y'all see Damon Williams, I don't even want to have too much to say, man. I just need y'all to look at these clips. I mean, they struggled all year to get a consistent pass game going. Williams made bad throws in the quadruple coverage, triple coverage, double coverage. And I mean, when this team fell behind, it was damn near impossible for them to catch back up. The highlight of the Husky season was upsetting Michigan, which they finished 6-6. They didn't get a bowl game because there were so many teams that finished 6-6. But we did get a look at the first Brother Bowl, which was actually a pretty competitive game. UCLA came out with this one. Beautiful pass from Nico. I'm trying to tell you, that boy balled out. But unfortunately, after those 2 losses to Indiana and Nebraska, UCLA will lose a third one to USC after giving up 42 points in the first half. Ending their season as far as Big Ten Conference Championship and college football playoffs, they didn't make it. They will go on to beat Vanderbilt in the Relinquest Bowl, but after the way that season was looking in the beginning, a huge disappointment. And as far as for Washington, they ended up losing Jonah Coleman. He went in the first round of the NFL draft along with their 2 starting corners. Huge hit for this Washington team, but that boy got busy in the portal and with the recruiting class. So Coach Brandon's first matter of business, he had to get Damon Williams up out of there. He brought in Ryan Puglisi. He was the backup at Georgia this season. And he also brought in Wayshawn Parker to replace Coleman. Parker's coming from Utah. He was a sophomore going into his junior year. He also signed this 3-star quarterback, Deion Cutler. A 4-star running back, Jaden Keaton. A 4-star wide receiver, Nate Kent. And then another 4-star right edge, Bryce Sapp. Now for season 2, I lie to y'all not, this is the only clip I had, but I mean, just look at this catch from Mikey Matthews, which y'all will get to know very soon. But this was the year that Nico went absolute ballistic. I mean, threw for 4,600 yards, 48 touchdowns. I think he had like 700 rushing. He absolutely was nuclear, and he was the Heisman favorite going into the year. And throughout the whole entire season, he was #1 for Heisman votes. Now this season, UCLA started off 7-0 once again before getting upset by Illinois in week 8. And they would also go on to lose the last game of the year to USC again. And then just an embarrassment loss, causing them not to be able to play in the Big Ten Championship. And that is when Nico fell out of the, #1 spot for a Heisman. The wide receiver, I forget his name, from SMU, he ended up winning it, getting the extra game and jumping ahead. But UCLA did finish with the 4th seed in the college football playoffs, but lost first round to Florida. Now for Washington, they ended up going 6-6 again this year. Unfortunately, Ryan Puglisi was not the answer. He ended up looking just about the same as Damon Williams, honestly. But Wayshawn Parker had a phenomenal year, rushing for 1,200 yards and 11 touchdowns. And Washington became the team that you do not want to play after this year. I mean, the first season, they upset Michigan in a huge game. This year, they upset number 11 Indiana, number 12 Ole Miss, and the number 4 Penn State. And just like that, Washington is known as the young, scrappy team that you just want to avoid at all costs, because when they play them ranked teams, they step up to the occasion. And they ended up getting their first bowl game this year. They won the Xbox Bowl game, which put them at 7-6. And the biggest signing out of high school was Earl Bickley going to UCLA. He was the #1 recruit in the whole class, and he's a receiving running back, and we're really excited to see what he can do here. And Colton Joseph goes to Washington in the transfer portal. And they're hoping that he's the answer. But you might be asking, what is UCLA going to do? They're going to get that boy Ryan Puglisi. That's right. Nico has gone to the draft. He's gone now. We signing Ryan Puglisi to come here and play quarterback for us and just hopefully help us win games. And it didn't take long for him to get settled in. I mean, he got a little bit of luck. I mean, good catch there by Mikey Matthews. Another amazing catch here by Mikey Matthews. I'm telling y'all was going to learn that name. That boy makes amazing catches. And this is the rankings right now where we're at in the current day. Looking at our schedule, we came in, we played Florida, had to get my get back from the playoffs, beat them. They were #2 coming into it. Duke was #10, beat them. Texas A&M, y'all just saw, was #5. This is kind of iffy part of the schedule here. Beat Penn State, lost to Oregon in a heartbreaker. And let me say, my damn kicker missed a 24-yard field goal, a 54-yard field goal, and like a 59-ish. Went for 2 at the end, didn't get it. Devastated. But looking at Washington, well, hold on. First, let me look. Florida International, they're about to be in the playoffs this year. Insane. Along with Florida Atlantic. But looking at Washington's season, they're sitting at 7-4. They've started off Boise State, lost in the Brother Bowl, beat the hell out of Cal, lost to USC, beat Penn State once again, lost to Auburn, had a little bye week, came back, beat Indiana, heartbreaking loss to Michigan on the game-winning drive, beat Iowa, Rutgers, and Minnesota, and now they look to face Oregon in their rivalry game. Looking at some of the stats from this year, you see that boy Ryan Puglisi. He came in and reshaped his career. 4,800 yards, 48 touchdowns, only 9 interceptions. That boy shining in that blue and gold. Looking at our rushing, Carson Cox stepped up for us with Javion Thomas going to the draft. He had a solid year, 700 on the ground, 14 touchdowns. Earl Bickley, 324 with 4. But y'all remember, he's a receiving back. So rushing ain't really what we need from him in his true freshman year. Looking at Rico Flores, this is our slot receiver, putting up 1,414 touchdowns. Amazing year from him. Y'all do not look at the drops. I'm just as a trendist. But Quasi Gilmer, he's our true wide receiver 1. Solid year out of him. And Mikey Matthews down there with 529 and 7 touchdowns. This boy, I need to look what his spec catch is. I wish he wasn't a senior. This is our tight end that we signed last year. I loved him. I was super excited. Unfortunately, as you see, he took a hit with Ryan playing quarterback instead of Nico. But hopefully he'll bounce back. Looking at Colton's year, 2,300 yards, 23 touchdowns, 17 interceptions. Not the best. I mean, it wouldn't be bad if it wasn't the touchdown interception ratio. But looking at Wayshawn Parker, beautiful year. 1,313. You can't ask for much more than that. And he has another game to play. Another player that stepped up for Washington is this guy right here, Julian McMahon. He's only a sophomore, put up 619 and 3 touchdowns. Definitely going to be the future back for him going into our next year. As far as receiving, nothing crazy. This guy's a sophomore, so 700 yards, 6 tutties, definitely solid, especially with bad quarterback play. Rashid Williams, he's a senior. DeGraff, senior. Now this guy right here, Darrell Cush, he is a 4-star true freshman, 294, 6 touchdowns. He is out of Utah, contested specialist. He looks to be the #1 guy for this program, hopefully when they get that quarterback. Here's the Big Ten rankings. So depending on how that Washington-Oregon game go, I might get my rematch against Oregon, which I'm itching to get. And here goes the Heisman race. And y'all let me know, I think the committee is hating on UCLA quarterbacks because first y'all snubbed Nico, now y'all gonna snub Ryan. And I mean, he leading in touchdowns and passing yards. So it's like, hey, what's up? Let me know. But hopefully y'all are as excited for the series as me and him are excited to keep playing it and filming it for y'all. Make sure that y'all hit that bell so y'all get notified when that next video goes up. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I'll see y'all guys in the next one. Peace.